Hello everyone, so I decided to do this video because I just want to get out of the way, but this is the cons and pros video for the Ashton Tiffany doll. And I wanted to make this video because when I got her, there wasn't that many videos on YouTube. Well, there wasn't any videos on YouTube showing me what she looked like without like any clothes on, just to see what her limbs were, and they wouldn't reply back to me. The only one who really helped me was Reborn Layland's mama, which I don't think she does videos anymore. And plus she sold her doll, her Tiffany doll. But there wasn't any videos on YouTube showing me what her body looked like and her details, so I had to kind of figure it out myself. So yeah, I'm just going to make this video. It's a cons and pros video, but I'm going to start with the pros first. So she was $179, I think, shipped. So yeah, pretty cheap, but I'm going to start with the pros. Number one, she's an adorable doll. For her price, she's just amazing. She's got the cutest chubby cheeks. She's got chubby cheeks, and she's adorable. I just love her to pieces. So she's my first reborn, and yeah. Number two, she's realistic. She has really realistic painting. I mean, she's not the most realistic doll ever, but she has painting. It's really nice. Like, compare her skin color to mine, it's pretty close. And she's just realistic. And the first time I took her out, it was a big step. As soon as I got her, I literally took her to the mall with me, which shows you how confident I was in taking my reborns out. But I just took her to the mall, and yeah. And I had her in one of those, at that time I didn't have a travel system, so I took her in one of like those toddler strollers. But no one really cared. Which is a little young for a baby to be in a toddler stroller, but people didn't mind, but they thought she was real. But when they noticed her, when they came up close, she wasn't really breathing, which I would turn her breathing mechanism on, but I don't like to waste batteries. Another thing is, you can use rechargeable batteries in this doll, so you don't have to waste money on batteries all the time. But I did take her to the mall, and everyone thought she was real until they came up to her. So she's realistic. That was pro number two. Now, pro number three, she's not as expensive as a reborn. And I'm sorry if you're offended by this, but I'm not going to call her a reborn because she's not. She's a collectible doll. And because I don't want to insult reborn artists, because basically you're comparing them to a factory. And I think it's fair because artists take their time to make a one-of-a-kind baby. And we shouldn't just, oh, this is a reborn. It's actually made from a factory, and it's kind of insulting to reborn artists. But she's less expensive. She's not as expensive as a reborn. Ashton Drakes are pretty quality for their cheap price. The highest I've ever seen an Ashton Drake was for $229. And that was the Ashton Drake Lily Rose doll. And then the cheapest I've seen them was for like $80 or $90, which is great prices. Alright, so 4. They're really soft and squishy. And they're pretty close to a silicone. And I also want to say that they are silicone vinyl. They are silicone vinyl. People get them confused with resin, which resin and silicone vinyl are two different whole types of things. When you think of resin, you should think of like something like porcelain. It's really hard. It's just like glass almost. So yeah, and silicone vinyl is really soft and squishy. So number 5 goes along with number 4. They have a realistic feel. You touch them and their skin feels like baby skin. It's just really soft. And number 6, they have hair, so you're not just getting a bald baby doll. They have hair, and sometimes it's rooted and sometimes it's glued. Her hair, I think it's rooted. I'm pretty sure it's rooted. Because you can see the little holes in there. It's not the best rooting, though, just because it's made from a factory. But she does have rooted hair. But it's not, as I said, it falls out kind of easily. Number 7, she has eyelashes. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it in her details video, but she has eyelashes. These are all the pros I'm saying. Number 8, she can wear baby clothes. Most of the dolls, some dolls, not most, are baby dolls that you get, like the toy ones you get from a toy store. They can't wear doll clothes. They can't wear real baby clothes. Sometimes you have to buy them doll clothes because real baby clothes are too big. But Ashton Drakes can fit baby clothes, so it's easier to shop for them. Number 7. No, wait, I switched those. What am I doing? Anyway, I don't know what I was doing with the numbers. It's like 7, 8, 7, 8, 8, 9. I was tired, guys. Okay, the next one is you can wash them more often than reborns because they're made with silicone vinyl, and their paint doesn't come off at all. Reborns, if you wash them a lot, then their paint will come off, and it might cause something bad to the vinyl. So don't wash your reborns. Don't bathe them every day. I recommend that you only bathe them every couple of months, and that's only if they need it. And obviously don't submerge them in water. Even if they are full-bodied, unless they're full-body silicone, you can put them in water. But don't put them in water. I don't even care if they're full-body vinyl. Do not put them in water because they have a cloth body underneath, and that's just a bad idea. It can mess up the joints and all that good stuff. But anyway, Ashton can be bathed more often than reborns. You can give them a nice wash. Yeah. And number 8, the next one, because I keep messing up these numbers. Next one is they're more durable than reborns. Durable. I don't really know how else to put that, but with the reborns, you have to support their head a lot and make sure they're not floppy, which you should still do with Ashton Drakes, but they're just more durable. I like bringing my Ashton Drake. If you're going on vacation, I recommend that you bring, if you have an Ashton Drake and a reborn, I recommend you bring your Ashton Drake because they're more durable and you don't have to worry over them every 2 seconds, which I still kind of do, but they're more durable. Their head doesn't fall all the way back, and they're not as flimsy as reborns and stuff. So they're more durable. And the last pro, no, that's not the last pro. And the second to last pro was they have this doll. She has a breathing mechanism. And so she can breathe. Not literally, but you guys know what I mean. She has a breathing mech. And the last pro is it's easy to pierce her ears. I have not pierced her ears yet. I'm just too scared to. I don't want to mess up the doll. But if you would like, it's really easy to pierce her ears because there's already an indentation for you, like a circle. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but it just makes it easier for you to know where to push the earrings through because she has really soft vinyl. Yeah, and those are the pros. So now I'm doing cons. The first con. She's not as cuddly as I want her to be, and that's only because she has a breathing mechanism. If you get a Ashton Drake without a mech or anything like that, they're really cuddly because the rest of her body is really soft, except for that part. Next con. She's not fantastic quality, which means she doesn't have painting like a reborn would. She doesn't have veining. She has some blushing, but she's just not the best quality because, as you guys know, I'll be doing a video later, but why not to 100% trust Ashton Drake. And sometimes some defects can come in with your dolls, like she has this small black dot on her foot from the painting, but it doesn't bother me. It looks like a birthmark to me. So I didn't return her because of that. They do have a 365-year guarantee, money-back guarantee. So if you're not pleased with your doll, you can turn it back within the 365 days, which is a year. Next con, she doesn't have as much hair as I want her to. She has hair, but it's kind of thin, and I would like more on the baby. Number 4, she can get sticky just because she's half silicone, but that's why you should powder them. I have a video on that. Number 5, con. She's not as posable. With my reborn, here's Brooklyn, I'll just demonstrate, I'll try to. Her hand, if I move it up, it stays up. But with Ashton Drake's, you put her hand up and it falls back. This is just for the Tiffany doll, but there are some Ashton Drake dolls called Hold That Pose, and they do obviously hold their pose that you put them in. Number 6, her head does not turn. You can't turn her head. She doesn't have a jointed head like a reborn does. So you can't, it's pretty hard if you want to make a nap time video because your baby is basically sitting on her face, and that's not really realistic. Number 7, she has not the best leading, as I said before. I came to the conclusion, since I don't know what to do with her breathing neck if I change the body, so I'm going to keep the body, but change the weighting. She has sand inside of her, which is a big no-no for reborn artists, and she has not the best polyfill and all that, so I'm going to just change those out and get some better ones. And number 8, I've got kind of used to this, but I don't really like her hips. They're like really wide. And so when I put her in like leggings, her hips are like all the way over there and her legs are in. It's just really weird. And there's just too much stuffing, which I'm going to fix her wide hips when I fix her weighting. So now we're going to get to her facts and things like this, like that. So for her facts and things, you know, what size she wears and stuff like that. As I said before, she was $179.99 shipped, with like plus shipping. She wears size 0 to 3 size shirts and onesies, which counts as newborn to 3 months shirts and onesies. Just have a lot of examples here. You can see this onesie she wore in the last video, and it's size 0 to 3 months, and it fit her really well. So, and in pants, she wears 3 months best. And if you can't find 3 months, then honestly get 0 to 3 months. Because newborn, I find is a little tight on her. So we just got these pants. And she wears size newborn, aka 0 size shoe, best. These are size newborn shoes, and they're also known as crib shoes, and they fit her well. And these two types of shoes are size 1. Now, please don't get her size 1 sandals. I just got these passed down from a family member's baby, so I kept them. But please don't get her size 1 sandals because her foot is like all the way back here and the sandal is all the way up here. So try to get her size newborn shoes, sandals. But if you get her size 1 boots, you obviously won't be able to see it, and she'll fit them, so they're okay. Then she wears size in tutus. She can wear size 6 months. This is actually 6 to 9 months in baby gear, and she fits that pretty well. If you want, look at Mace's box opening video, and she's wearing this in his box opening. Next is, I'm just trying to give you all the facts I have on her. I find that feeding her with bigger bottle nipples look best on her than, I don't know if you can see that, but the bigger, wider nipples look best on her, better than the skinnier, smaller bottles. So I just have this as an example. So if you can, just get wider bottles and wider nipples, because they just look better on her when feeding. Her color is purple. I just have to say, like, purple looks great on this doll. And last but not least, she is the size of about a newborn or a 1-month-old baby. So, yep, that's her cons and pros video, and I hope you guys, if you're interested in getting Tiffany doll, please look at my video, because I give you lots and lots of facts. So, yeah.